Hello and welcome to this week's Market Share, a short weekly segment brought to you by MKR where we bring you all of the noteworthy news and updates surrounding digital media in the world today. My name is Danny, and this week is pretty much the Facebook show. First up, Facebook. Facebook has removed over 1,000 ad targeting options due to low usage. Now, I'm all for simplicity and ease of use, but it really seems like this might not have been all that necessary. If only a small number were actually using these targeting options, I can't imagine that they were really crowding up the targeting space in the ad manager. And since the pride of Facebook advertising is that you can hyper target its users, wouldn't they want to have as many options for targeting as possible? Aside from, the ones they had to remove for legal reasons. Regardless, if you happen to be one of those in the subset of advertisers that was using one of those targeting options, they're gone. And if you can't find it, you're not crazy, it's just not there anymore. Time to do some creative association-based targeting. Next up, Facebook. Facebook is now testing new post-level analytics for groups. Group admins will now easily be able to see the reach of a post along with the unique number of people who have seen it as well as the engagements. They will also show the number of active members of the group at the time the post was created. Crucial information for growing reach and engagement. On top of that, Facebook has added some new sponsored post options for groups. This update lays out a clear pathway for groups that have partnerships with brands. It's sponsored content. Facebook clearly has some interest in growing group engagement, so it'll be interesting to see some future updates and where all this leads. Third up, Facebook. Despite recently launching Instagram Reels, a TikTok competitor, Facebook is testing its own in-app option. Right now, the videos are simply being referred to as short videos and are being tested out in India, Facebook's largest market by users, and also the place where TikTok was just banned. It seems odd that Facebook would launch two very similar products, especially when Instagram seems like the right home for this type of functionality, but they're doing it under the guise of allowing all of their users to have as many ways of self-expression as possible. Now, TikTok is still facing a deadline to sell in the US before it gets banned, but that has not stopped them from making some really big moves to continually grow that platform. There's a bit of a race going on for the go-to short-form video app, and it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. Next up, Facebook. Lastly, not Facebook. That's right, we're ending this week on a happy note. Hellmann's has started their very own Animal Crossing island to fund meals in real life. For those unaware, Animal Crossing is a video game on the Nintendo Switch that allows players to inhabit, enhance, and build up their very own personal island. It's kind of like a second job, except you don't get to earn any money, but you do get to make friends with some really cute animals. I'm not addicted, you are. Anyway, long story short, too late. A method of earning currency in the game is the purchase and reselling of turnips. Essentially, you're playing a fake stock market, and if you don't sell your turnips in time, then they rot and become worthless. To help encourage a fight against food waste, you can now take those rotten turnips to Hellmann's Island, and for each one that they receive, they will fund a real-life meal for those in need. That was a very long-winded way to say what an awesome marketing and humanitarian campaign that Hellmann's is running, and hopefully it inspires some creativity. And that's all for this week's Market Share. My name is Danny, and may your digital turnips bring you much fortune. Later.